one horn sustain. The horn from audit, bar 71. And then cut the whole thing section. Just for time. Yeah.
Right on that.
American River Song, bar 71. Free farm.
So the one should be the fermata before the fermata before the key change. Nod your head if you know where we're at, make me feel good. Okay, cool. Horns, I see that sustain.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lauren Preer, the Associate Registrar at TWU. I hope you enjoyed the slideshow showcasing our pioneer pride at Texas Women's University. After the ceremony, we invite you to wander around this beautiful campus and snap some photos with your graduate. A big thank you to Dr. Zach Davis for leading the TWU Commencement Band today. Before we get started, just a quick reminder, please silence your cell phones and any other noisy devices so everyone can enjoy the ceremony without distractions. We appreciate it. Now, if everyone can please stand and stay standing, we'll kick things off with the academic processional, followed by the national anthem and the TWU alma mater. Leading us in song today is Katarina Cashin, a vocal performance major graduating today with her Bachelor of Music. Let the ceremony begin.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Will you please remain standing while we sing the TWU alma mater found on page 6 of the commencement program? Hail, alma mater, hail, joyous we sing, voices attuned with love shall loudly ring. Thy students sing today praises to thee. Hail, Texas Woman's University. On broad and rolling plains, 'neath Texas skies, they're crowned with majesty. Thy buildings rise. Thou hath with purpose new lighted our way. Hail, alma mater, hear our song today.
Good morning, Texas Women's University, class of 2025. I am Corinne Phaeton, your Chancellor, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you, your family and friends, and those watching us on live stream to Texas Women's University Spring Commencement Exercises. Hola, muy buenos días, ¿cómo están? Me llamo Corinne Phaeton y tengo el honor de ser su presidenta y rectora, y hoy me da muchísimo gusto estar aquí celebrando con ustedes todo lo que han conseguido y logrado. Felicidades. Ya se pueden sentar. Please be seated. Let's thank Dr. Davis, the commencement band, and Katarina Cashon for their musical contributions to our ceremony. What a wonderful 3 days of celebration for the 2,483 graduates from our Denton, Dallas, and Houston campuses who are receiving baccalaureate, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees this week. Before I say more about today's graduates, let me say something about this university more broadly. Texas Women's achieved outstanding rankings in this year, Top 500 published by Forbes and the Wall Street Journal, 2025 Best Colleges in the US rankings. These rankings are nothing new, but what makes these stand out is how they focus on students rather than on name recognition, endowments, or research expenditures, as many other rankings do. The Wall Street Journal looked at student earnings after graduation, the time it would take for a student to pay off their student loans, and the student experience on campus. They ranked Texas Women's well above many other prestigious institutions, including several well-known private institutions like SMU, TCU, and Baylor, to name just a few. It ranked TWU number 2 in the DFW Metroplex. In Texas overall, we ranked 3rd for best value and 5th among public universities. That is huge, and that is you. So that's us, and we are Texas Women's. So let me share another tidbit that should make you in the College of Business especially proud. Last August, Texas Women's alumna Mary Lee Alexander Kick gave the university a record $30 million to accelerate the construction of a state-of-the-art facility for the College of Business, among other business-related projects. Kick's billion-dollar company was born on our Denton campus, as her master's thesis was the basis for her business plan. Her sort of bold, dream big energy is what Texas Women's is all about. In that same vein, we have been and will continue investing in the value of your degree. That includes $460 million in beautiful, quality facilities such as the Health Sciences and Nursing Building and the Welcome Center at Brackenridge Hall. Both will open next fall. And to the family and friends who have experienced the side effects of our many construction projects, as you tried to park today, my sympathy. But actually, I would like to take just a minute to recognize all the construction workers, the facilities teams, custodians, public safety officers, and the staff in general who undergird our work in higher education. So please join me in giving them a big round of applause. Now, turning to the TWU class of 2025, you have finally made it. We celebrate with you. And I can't tell you how proud I am to see each of you reaching your goal. Whether you sprinted, crawled, or clawed your way to this day, you have arrived. And what I love most about today is that each of you, our graduates, has a fascinating story, the story of the journey that brought you to Texas Women's, the story of your time here, and most interesting of all is the story that you are about to write. One thing we have in common at Texas Women's is that we are all so different, and we value, even celebrate those differences. To fit in, you must stand out. That is our secret sauce, the value proposition that we at Texas Women's bring to society at large. While each of your stories is compelling, we can't tell them all in our brief time today. It is my privilege now to introduce you to a few of them, who will represent all of our graduates in exemplifying both the spirit of Texas Women's and its reputation for excellence. Texas Women's Athletics program functions as an integral part of the total educational offerings of the university through the unique competitive learning experiences it provides. The Intercollegiate Athletics program shares with other components on the campus the responsibility to contribute positively to the optimal development of each individual student in a learning environment that empowers and affirms the full development of our students. Now I would like to recognize one of our student athletes. With Layla Mackenzie Patel, please stand and be recognized. Where are you, Layla? There you are. Layla, who is receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration degree today, is a vital part of the Pioneers basketball team and played a big part in leading TWU to its 3rd straight Lone Star Conference regular season title, 2nd straight Lone Star Conference tournament title, and another successful postseason run. She was named to the All Lone Star Conference second team and to the Lone Star Conference All Tournament team. Excellence on the court and in the classroom remains defining qualities of the Texas women's basketball team, and Layla exemplifies those qualities. This year, Layla was named the College Sports Communicators Academic All-District Team. To be eligible for the All-District nomination, student athletes must be at least a sophomore academically, must have at least a 3.5 grade point average, and must have played in at least 90% of the team's contests. Layla says she chose TWU because of its business program and because it provided the opportunity to play basketball at a competitive level while being part of a close-knit team and supportive athletic community. Layla was inspired to study business because both of her parents are entrepreneurs. She hopes to one day start her own business and use what she earned to help others thrive, whether it is in health and wellness and sports. Layla is passionate about health and wellness. She created an Instagram account called Crunchy Girl Swaps to share healthier options for foods and living a healthier lifestyle. After graduation, Layla plans to remain at TWU to pursue her master's degree and play one more year of basketball with the Pioneers. Yes! Layla, we look forward to seeing you continue to grow both academically and athletically, and thank you for the wonderful ambassador you have become for TWU on and off the court. So congratulations to you. Will Sierra Easterling stand and be recognized? Sierra is receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration in Marketing today. As a first-generation college student, Sierra opted to pursue her college degree at TWU because she says the university offered her a community that would empower her to lead, serve, and grow. Sierra is a non-traditional student who took a winding path to the graduation stage today. Her academic journey began 2 years after high school when she sets out to pursue a career in nursing. She attended community college while working full-time and attended night classes to become a medical assistant. After receiving her certification, she transitioned from working at a medical call center to working in an internal medicine office at Texas Health while continuing to take classes to apply for UTA's nursing program. After a setback and at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, she made the decision to leap from healthcare to marketing. She says the marketing program at TWU felt like the right fit, both academically and personally. Her inspiration to study marketing grew out of a passion for storytelling, strategy, and building authentic connections between brands and people. Through her coursework, internships, and national case competitions, Sierra has developed a solid foundation in branding and public relations. She found her way to the American Marketing Association, where she found community purpose and the opportunity to grow as a student and a leader. Sierra mentored fellow students and served as president of the TWU American Marketing Association. She has represented TWU on the national stage twice as a finalist in the AMA International Case Competition. Her goal is to use her marketing skills to amplify voices, inspire confidence, and drive positive change in the communities that she serves. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career in branding or public relations, with an emphasis on research-driven strategy in particular. She's interested in roles that allow her to apply analytics to improve consumer connections, brand identity, and campaign performance. She's also considering a role in higher education to give back to the TWU community that helped shape her. Sierra, your resilience and adaptability is inspiring, and we have every confidence that you'll go far in your chosen field. So congratulations on your accomplishments. Will Gloria Gifty Acera please stand and be recognized? Gloria is receiving a dual master's degree today in business administration and healthcare administration. Gloria migrated to the United States from Ghana in West Africa in 2016. She says her parents were not familiar with the American education system, and she navigated her life through a new educational system in a new country with little guidance. But when she found TWU, she felt a sense of belonging, and the university became a safe place for her. Gloria was inspired to study healthcare administration from her experiences with her family growing up in Ghana. She says her brother died after she could not get him to the hospital and admitted in time to save his life. She says he was fighting for his life while paperwork was prioritized over care. At the time, she felt he might have survived if the healthcare system had been different. She says the healthcare system also failed her mother-in-law when doctors could not access her medical records when she needed urgent care. Those two losses gave Gloria a purpose to help build a healthcare system in which patient care comes first and where no one suffers because of unnecessary waiting. After graduation, Gloria wants to pursue healthcare leadership roles in which she can be a voice for those who are often unheard. Long-term, she wants to return to Ghana and be part of transforming the healthcare system there, adding greater dignity, compassion, and humanity to healthcare. Gloria says this is not her degree alone. It also belongs to her late brother and her mother-in-law. It is a symbol of endurance, love, and the promises made to those she has lost along the way. She wants the audience to know that behind every achievement is a story, and sometimes that story is full of pain, but also full of purpose. Gloria, your dedication to helping create a better healthcare system is an inspiration for us all. Congratulations to you. We are proud to be recognized as a military-friendly institution. TWU embraces the opportunity to provide programs designed to improve the quality of life for military members and their families. We are committed to serving those who serve our country. Today, we would like to recognize our graduates associated with the military. Graduates, if you are active military, a reservist, or a veteran, would you please stand? Thank you. Now, I would like to ask any veteran, reservist, or active military personnel in our audience to please stand so we can thank you for your service. Thank you. Graduates, before we continue, there are people all around this ballroom who share in your accomplishments. You owe a lot to these people. They gave you your life, they inspired you to dream, and they put your dreams within reach. So now, I ask all of the graduates to please stand. Come on, stand up. Turn around, find your parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, spouses, parents, children, give them a round of applause. You may be seated. It is always a pleasure to welcome members of our Board of Regents. Please join me in welcoming Student Regent Langrebe, Regent Armicon, Regent Hyde, and Regent Shepherd. I also want to recognize the special people most responsible for the education of our students. With the members of the faculty who are representing their departmental colleagues and our distinguished emeriti faculty in the audience, please stand and be recognized for their superb commitment to the graduates that we honor here today. Thank you. You may be seated. Next, I would like to introduce the academic and administrative leadership of this university. These leaders ensure that we continue to meet the needs of our students and that our compliance and standards are maintained. Please stand when I call your name and your area of leadership. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Provost Angela Bauer, Academic Affairs. Vice Provost Joshua Adams, Student Success. Vice Provost Jorge Figueroa, Curriculum and Strategic Initiatives. Vice Provost Holly Hanson-Thomas, Research and Sponsored Programs. Dean Carolyn Capinas, Graduate School. Dean Suzanne Sellers, TWU Libraries. Executive Dean Ramar Yelker, MAC, College of Business and Entrepreneurship. Dr. Javier Flores, Enrollment Management, Ms. Chris Casquel-Ruiz, Marketing and Communication, Ms. Shannon Mantero, Jane Nelson Institute for Women's Leadership, Dr. Monica Mendez-Grant, Student Life, Ms. Lisa Rampe, University Advancement, Dr. Emarelli Rosa Davila, Faculty Senate, Mr. Tony Sanchez, Human Resources, Dr. Henry Torres, IT Solutions. Graduates and honored guests are academic leaders and cabinet members. Please be seated. Dean Yelker.
Thank you, Chancellor Phaeton. I'm Rama Yelker, Executive Dean of the Merrilee Alexander Kick College of Business and Entrepreneurship. And it is my pleasure to introduce you to today's distinguished speaker, a powerhouse in sports media and communications, and a good friend, Gina Miller. Gina Miller is an award-winning journalist and a dynamic executive who currently serves as the Vice President of Broadcasting, Media, and Communications for FC Dallas. In North Texas, South Carolina, the National Soccer Hall of Fame, and Toyota Stadium. In this strategic leadership role, she oversees the organization's broadcast, social, and digital media platforms, as well as public relations initiatives, driving innovation and engagement at the intersection of sports, media, and brand storytelling. A Dallas native with a global perspective, Ms. Miller also played a pivotal role in Dallas's successful bid for the FIFA World Cup 2026, helping secure 9 World Cup matches for the DFW region. A major milestone in sports diplomacy, economic development, international branding, and tourism. Her career spans major markets including Dallas, Los Angeles, Knoxville, and Guam. Yes, Guam, where she served as a sportscaster covering teams such as Mavericks, Cowboys, Stars, and the Rangers. Along the way, she has earned multiple Lone Star Emmy nominations, an Edward R. Murrow Award, and accolades such as the WISE DFW's Heart and Soul Woman of Inspiration and the 2023 PR News Changemaker Award. Gina started her career as an intern with the Houston Rockets, and yes, she has an NBA championship ring to prove it, fitting the symbol of her lifelong commitment to excellence in sports media. She's also worked with the Dallas Cowboys for 3 seasons, adding to her deep expertise in franchise storytelling and fan engagement. In addition to her leadership and media roles, Gina is a sought-after speaker and event host, having worked with leading organizations including FIFA, Major League Baseball, the United States Chamber of Commerce, PGA of America, United Way, USA Basketball, and much more. So whether you're interested in sports, communications, marketing, or leadership, Gina's story is full of lessons, insights, and inspiration. Please join me in welcoming a trailblazer in media, a champion of strategic communication, and a true inspiration in the business of sports, Gina Miller.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Yelker. I value our friendship, and I'm so excited and honored to be here today, and thank you for the invitation to be here. So we've said it a few times over, but I have to say it again. Congratulations. Congratulations, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. It is an absolute honor to stand here today at Texas Women's University, especially at the Merrilee Alexander Kick College of Business and Entrepreneurship, a name that truly speaks not just to leadership, but I think we all know this, to legacy. To you, the class of 2025, you did it. You absolutely did it through the exams, the late nights, the group projects, where that one person mysteriously vanished halfway through the project. We've all been there. You kept going, and that is perseverance, which will serve you the rest of your life. And if you're sitting here wondering, is this real? Yes, it absolutely is real. You are graduating. Whether it took you 4 years or 14 years, whether you juggled jobs, children, or self-doubt, you crossed the finish line. And you didn't just earn a degree. You earned the right to dream bigger from here and every day going forward. Some of you might not know me. Dr. Yelker did a beautiful job with the introduction. I'm a Dallas native who has spent decades in sports media as an anchor, reporter, and now sports media executive. I have entered rooms where I feel like I didn't belong. I have been told no more times than I can count, and I have walked into opportunities not fully knowing how I'd pull it off, but with a strong sense of somehow I would. Being a woman working in sports media means a couple of things. I have had to smile while people explain the rules of basketball to me. Layla, you won't have to do that, I promise you. When I actually did play for a decade. I've had to bite my tongue when someone tried to explain the Dallas Cowboys draft strategy to me and debate it with me when I had just been in the Dallas Cowboys draft meeting room that exact day where the draft strategy was created because I was producing videos for the Cowboys highlighting their potential draft targets. Lots of smiling, lots and lots of smiling. I was the first female sportscaster in Knoxville, Tennessee, and also in Guam, yes, Guam, that small island in the Western Pacific where I began every broadcast with, "Half a day, Guam, this is Gina Miller with the Miller Lite Sports page." That will tell you two things. I'm not afraid of being the first, and I will apparently move anywhere in the world to talk about sports, truly, anywhere. And when I started, I was the first woman in the room more times than I can count. Locker rooms, newsrooms, boardrooms, draft rooms, planes with entire basketball teams. And what came with that? Many times during that journey, my accomplishments, questioned. Expertise, minimized. Leadership, well, I can tell you it wasn't exactly called assertive. I have been called overly aggressive for doing exactly what my male colleagues were praised for, told to smile while delivering breaking news. I was also told by a consultant when I was 24 years old to have surgery to have the fat pads underneath my eyes removed. True story. Didn't have the surgery. Didn't have it. I've watched my ideas get dismissed and then applauded when someone else repeated them just 30 seconds later. Does that sound familiar to anyone here in the room? Yes. Absolutely. But here's one thing I have learned. You do not have to wait for validation. You bring your own. You own your voice, even if it shakes. You own your space, even if someone tries to shrink it. Because if you don't, and I promise you this, someone will fill it for you. You belong in every single room you have worked hard to get into. Don't let anyone feel like you are a guest in your own success. Own your voice, own your space. That sounds good, right? But what exactly does it mean? It takes practice, work, and experience. I can tell you that sometimes your voice will shake, your mouth will go dry, and you cannot quite find the words. I was 20 years old when I walked into my first NBA locker room. Post-game, Houston Rockets. I was interning during the 94-95 season, like Dr. Yelker mentioned. It was a bunch of photographers, beat writers, and me, the only woman in the room, and a roster of half-dressed 6'10 men. I was the only reporter in there. In this huge media scrum, I was interviewing Robert Horry, trying to at least, and every eye turned to me to kick off the interview, and I froze. Absolutely froze. Somehow I finally squeaked out, "Talk about the game." I don't know if there are any journalism majors in here, but let me tell you, starting a question with "talk about" is considered a very lazy question by most sports reporters. Somehow I got it out, though. And that moment, however, it wasn't about the perfect question. It was about the courage to speak when your voice was shaking, because mine was shaking. Since then, I have asked thousands of questions over the years. Some better, some definitely still start with "talk about the game," but I showed up in that moment and built on that moment going forward. I boxed out for my spot in the scrum. I remember one time when I was in the Dallas Cowboys locker room during the triplets era, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, I was in a huge crush of reporters, and I felt someone pushing me. I was like, okay, I'm a basketball player. I can push back. Didn't move. Finally, I turned around because I still felt that tap, 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 push. I turn around, and it's 300 plus pounds of the great offensive lineman, Nate Newton. And Big Nate was not giving me flack. He's really one of the best guys out there. He gave me a nod, a good job for holding my ground. That moment about space, holding it and owning it. Why do I share that? Because it's relevant to every single one of us in this room. You are not a fluke. You are a placeholder for no one or nothing. You are the result of every single hour you worked, every failure, and there will be failures, every failure you pushed through, and every time you decided not to quit. You're not lucky to be in the room. You earned your spot in the room. If someone doubts you, let them. You're not here to convince. You're here to contribute. Let your work speak, and when it does, let your voice amplify it. And when someone gives you that thumbs up, appreciate it, because too often we really don't hear praise, even when it's spoken directly to us. So let's talk about opportunity now. You're going to have some, and you're going to have some that are really scary, detour-laden, but it's still opportunity. Sometimes that opportunity looks like a great promotion. Sometimes it looks like a failure. And sometimes it looks like a one-way ticket to Guam. I only lasted there for 6 months, and that is a story for another day. But every detour can offer direction. Every no has the potential to shove you towards your next yes. 20 years into my career, I parted ways with CBS here in Dallas, and that was my dream job. I hosted an hour-long nightly sports talk show. I also co-hosted Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Mavericks, Texas Rangers, and Dallas Stars pre- and post-game shows, sitting behind my childhood heroes, Nolan Ryan, Randy White, and Derek Harper, talking sports in my hometown with my face plastered on billboards across North Texas in full big TV anchor hair glory. It was big, big, higher the hair, closer to God kind of thing. Then suddenly that dream job was no longer mine. For a long time, I saw it as a failure, and it devastated me, truly devastated me. It disrupted my family, and it knocked the wind out of my confidence. But during that time, I did the only thing I knew how to do. I owned my voice and I owned my space, even when that space felt really, really shaky. It was. Eventually, however, the phone rang, and it was Los Angeles calling. My former news director and general manager who'd left CBS in Dallas and moved to CBS in LA, KCBS KCAL, the largest television duopoly in the country, they offered me a job. And I jumped at that chance. I worked with LA sports legend Jim Hill, and I anchored Sports Central with Gary Miller, and you can imagine the jokes. It's Miller time, double the Millers, double the takes. Very cheesy, but very fun. It was very Hollywood. We covered Kobe and the Lakers, the Dodgers, the Rams' return to Los Angeles. It was amazing. And then I had to leave. Why? Because sometimes owning your space also means knowing where you need to be. And I needed to return home because my family stayed in Dallas while I commuted back and forth to Los Angeles. It was a tough decision that I had to make for the benefit of my family. But ultimately, back in Dallas, an unexpected opportunity knocked. FC Dallas, soccer, football, a sport I hadn't played and I barely covered in my 20 years as a sportscaster in Dallas. But they asked me to help grow the game. And it was not an easy task. I was the contrarian in the room, the question asker, and the conversation shifter. I wasn't there to echo the room, though. I was there to help move it forward. And there were many times I thought I was not making any forward progress for anyone, but we've started to chip away. I came in with an outsider's perspective, a reporter's mindset, and a relentless belief that if we told better stories, more people would care. And that's what we did. We continue to grow interest in the game, we continue to expand the audience, and we changed that conversation. And years later, this March exactly, I found myself on stage emceeing FIFA's Global Media and Broadcasters Summit. Yes, that FIFA, with Chris Martin from Coldplay and FIFA President Gianni Infantino joining us. Hearing Gianni say my name, he thought I was Italian, by the way, I'm not, but hearing him say my name, one of those surreal, pinch me, how in the world did I get here moments? So how did I get there? By staying open to the journey, by speaking up, by showing up, by never letting that space that I walked into shrink the voice that I brought with me. And that is the opportunity for each and every one of you. Class of 2025, as you head into business, media, I hope a lot of you go into that media business, I'm biased there, leadership, entrepreneurship, working with your family, whatever path it is you carve, plan, but don't necessarily map every turn. Stay open to some of those detours because they might just be your destiny, truly. Own your voice, own your space. And when that I can't believe this is happening to me moment comes for you, and it will, I promise you, own and celebrate that moment too. Take 3 things with you. Your voice, use it. Use it for good. Your space, stand in it. Take up that space and celebrate your accomplishments. Your power, don't shrink it for anybody. The world does not need more people who follow the rules. It needs people who are willing to flip the playbook. So go ahead, take up that space, box out, speak with purpose, lead with courage, and whether you're the first in the room or you're the only one in the room, show up like you belong because you absolutely, positively do. And if anyone makes you question that, own your voice, own your space, and tell them you are just getting started. So pioneers, literally and figuratively, congratulations, class of 2025. Your journey is just beginning, and I know it's going to be spectacular. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gina, for your inspiring message and also for the example of strength and determination that you set for us all. So good morning, everyone. I'm Angela Bauer, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost here at Texas Women's University. And it's my distinct honor to lead the deans of the colleges, schools, and libraries, the vice provosts, and the faculty in their respective missions, teaching and learning, scholarship and creative expression, and student success here at Texas Women's University. On behalf of Academic Affairs, I welcome you to this commencement ceremony. In the 7 commencement ceremonies we're hosting this week, we are awarding degrees to both May graduates and those who will complete their degrees in August. Announcing the names of our candidates today is Dr. Holly Hanson Thomas, Vice Provost for Research, Innovation, and Corporate Engagement. She is assisted by Ms. Wandelise Turner, Director of Development for the Jane Nelson Institute for Women's Leadership. Before we award bachelor's degrees, we will recognize 3 groups of baccalaureate students graduating with highest honors. As our students cross the stage today, you will hear the academic distinctions of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, announced for graduates who have earned those honors. The highest possible grade point average here at TWU is 4.0, and those students will be recognized for their outstanding academic performance as demonstrated by their grade point averages. The graduates who are graduating cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. Will those graduates please stand and be recognized? The graduates who are graduating magna cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. Will those graduates please stand and be recognized? And finally, the graduates who are graduating summa cum laude have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Would those graduates please stand and be recognized? Wow. Thank you. You may be seated. Chancellor Phaeton, it is now time for degrees to be awarded.
So, are you ready to graduate? What?
At this time, we will confer baccalaureate degrees. Will all of the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Phaeton, I am pleased to inform you that the faculty of the university has recommended that the candidates who have met all the requirements for their respective bachelor's degrees be granted the degree each is seeking.
On behalf of the state of Texas and under the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, acting upon the recommendations of the faculty as conveyed by the Dean, I now confer upon those of you who have met the graduation requirements the baccalaureate degree for which you have been certified. Congratulations. I now invite the graduates to move the tassel on your mortarboard from right to left to signify that you have graduated. Will the graduates now come forward so we can present each of you with a certificate? The first candidates coming forward are graduates of TWU's Honors Scholar Program, followed by our Touchstone Honors graduates. The Honors Scholar Program is a rigorous 4-year program that is one of the most selective and diverse in Texas. Candidates will receive both a medallion and a certificate from Dr. Joshua Adams, Vice Provost for Student Success, and Dr. Jorge Figueroa, Vice Provost for Curriculum and Strategic Initiatives. The Touchstone Honors Program is also a rigorous and diverse program for students who enter TWU with advanced college credits or who are transfer students. Touchstone students will receive both a crystal memento and a certificate.
These are the candidates from the Honors Scholar Program. Elizabeth Jade Hall is graduating with a Bachelor of Business degree, summa cum laude. Ruth Kemunto Ogaro is graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration degree, magna cum laude. These are the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Emily R. Aaron. Alemu Abibi. Eden Alemu Abibi. Diana Acevedo. Nicole Alexia Aguilar. Kimberly Mariah Aguilar, magna cum laude. Melissa Alanis. Okay. Kayla Abigail Alcide, magna cum laude. Sarah M. Alday. Diana Marlene Alvarez. Angelani. Rachel M. Angelani, magna cum laude. Sabra Jewel Armstrong. Alyssa Christina Atos. Otwell. Madison Brianna Lee Otwell. Amani Nicole Baker. Bapelli? Okay. Sarah Letitia Bapelli. Areli Benitez. Molly Catherine Beckett. Denise Bellman. Boluka. Miriam Boluka. Amanda Patricia Rose Booker. Mercury Aaron Brown. Carolyn June Bunch. Ariana Edith Carreon. Sandra Noemi Cartagena, cum laude. Janie Marie Castaneda. Marisol Castañeda Magana. Samantha Castillo. Melanie Lisbeth Cepeda, cum laude. Catherine Shin. Mia Joy Coles. Huyn Kong? Okay. Michelle Huyn Kong. Chloe May Cordell. Leisha J. Cortez. Ariana Danielle Crane. Ashley Leanne Crawford. Jacqueline? Okay. Jacqueline Luz Davila. José Luis de la Cruz. Kate Lynn Haley de Leon Robles, magna cum laude. Derheim? Melissa Ann Derheim. Rachel E. Dickerson, magna cum laude. Sierra Easterling, magna cum laude. Alejandra Echeverria. Adrian or Adrian? Adrian Benito Frausto. Sydney Grace Brazier, summa cum laude. Alexa Lisbeth Garcia. Odalis? Odalis Garcia. Heather Garwood, summa cum laude. Gastelum. Jessica Giselle Gastelum, cum laude. Caitlin Alexandra Golston. Gionka. Brandon Gionka. Matthew Ryan Gilbert, cum laude. Gorham. Sheldon David Gorham. Lily Beth Gorham, cum laude. Naida Aritzela Guevara, magna cum laude. Glenda Patricia Gutierrez, magna cum laude. Zena DeKendra Hall, magna cum laude. Faith Elizabeth Hansen. Amarie Rochelle Harris. Natalie Faith Hendricks. Michelle Clarice Herver. Karen Ray Hunter. Kiara Maricela Ibarra. Diana. Diana S. Jackson. Ooh, Jetzelsberger, okay. Eleanor Jetzelsberger, cum laude. Shirley Mae Jones. Rachel Elizabeth Jones. Mariana Chandel Juarez. Emanuela Camwanya Kalimunda. Emanuela Camwanya Kalimunda, summa cum laude. Adriana Nicole Kelly. Patricia, tell me again. Kirangazi. Patricia Kirangazi. Naifong. Okay. Aspen Nicole Naifong. Ariel? Ariel Marie Law. Carly Ann Lubon. Miss Trinity L. Laird. Doris Noemi Lopez. Maida Lara Gonzalez, cum laude. Stephanie Renee Lassiter. Victoria Cove Lopez. Ariel. Okay, Ariel. Ariel F. Lewis. Luhanga? Okay, Midiel Luhanga. Midiel Luhanga. Maleni? Maleni Mares Gonzalez. Taylor P. McMinn. Brittany Nicole McVeigh. Melero or Melero? Brianna Nicole Melero, magna cum laude. Natalie Love Mendoza. Adelina Helga Munyama? Okay. Adelina Helga Munyama. Alondra Mendez Ortiz, summa cum laude. Destiny M. Newell. Miriam Lynette Lovejoy. Nigo. Just Nigo. Okay. Nigo, magna cum laude. Omerovich. Okay. Amina Omerovich. Is it Abigail? Abigail. Okay. Abigail Pacheco Paz. Leila Mackenzie Patel, cum laude. Cynthia Denise Parada. Sharpa. Mayra in Pineda. Tyler Patrick Porter. Bellino? Bellino. Kundao, okay. Bellino. Joshua Bellino Kindao. Avery Lynn Ramsey. Ashley Monique Ramirez. Ciara Randall. Edith Maidena Rivera. Lisette Michelle Rodriguez. Kennedy Peyton Rogers. Boatima, okay. Kimberly Boatima Ryan, cum laude. Alyssa Brianna Salazar, magna cum laude. Sohai. Ashley Sohai Saldana. Iria? Irie, okay. Irie Celeste Sanchez. Michelle Santiago. Melanie, okay, Saviero, okay. Melanie Amalia Saviero. Belia. Maria Belia Segovia. Elizabeth Page Shawley, magna cum laude. Shalini Kirti Shakar. Shalini Shirti Shakar. Keandra Bernays Sibley. Clarissa Siqueiros, cum laude. Rain Ellen Scanandor. Okay. Rain Ellen Scanandor, magna cum laude. Madison Morgan Sly. Ana Jasmine Solis. Okay, yeah, that seems okay, yeah. Brooke Ashley Spates. Stats, okay. Caitlin Diane Stats, magna cum laude. Amanda Nicole Stafford. Andrea Nicole Stanley. Sherry Ellen Stevens, magna cum laude. Madison L. Sullivan. Sumina Sunar. Shraya Tapa, cum laude. Diana or Diana? Okay. Randy Diana Thompson. Crystal Y. Tran. V. Can Tran? Okay. V. Can Tran, cum laude. Giovanna. Okay. Giovanna A. Trujillo Palma. Mbula what? Kahungo. Oh, okay. Gracia Mbula Kahongo. Yasmin Lanelle Tucker. Starla K. Turner, cum laude. Saidi? Okay. Savannah Saidi Valenzuela. Valles. Valerie Valles. Esther Dolores Velázquez Díaz. Marilyn Yvette Velázquez. Isabel Venegas. Galilea Villegas. Helena Casa. Okay. Helena M. Casa, cum laude. Andrea or Andrea? Okay. Andrea Garcia. Isa Wajini. Okay. Isa Wajini. Chloe Josephine Wallace, magna cum laude. Taliana Jacoby White. Okay. Taliana Jakelvi White, magna cum laude. Jennifer K. Williams, summa cum laude. Maria Concepcion Wilson, cum laude.
Good morning. I'm Carolyn Capinas, Dean of the Graduate School. Graduate students represent 1/3 of the Texas Women's student body with over 5,300 master's, specialist, and doctoral students studying in a variety of programs. We will now award master's degrees. Will all of the candidates for master's degrees please rise and remain standing? Chancellor Phaeton, the graduate faculty of the university has recommended that the candidates who have met all of the requirements for their respective master's degrees be granted these degrees.
On behalf of the state of Texas and under the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, acting upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty as conveyed by the Dean of the Graduate School, I now confer upon those of you who have met the graduation requirements the master's degree for which you have been certified. Congratulations. Will the graduates now come forward so we can present each of you with a certificate?
Adhikari. Okay. These are the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree. Britisha Adhikari. Jennifer Noemi Argueta Blanco. Andrea or Andrea? Okay. Andrea Isabel Aviles Pacheco. Gabriela Abigail Benitez Callejas. Brooke Ann Bramlett. Caitlin Renee Cervantes. Sandy Lee Chancellor. Edgar Chavira. Corian C. Chester. Is it Andrea or Andrea? Andrea. Marisa Andrea Compeon. Dawn Michelle Conley. Itzel Cortez Rodriguez. Lauren Crabtree. Vanessa Cherie. Vanessa, okay. Vanessa Cherie Davis. Megan Louise Dillard. Emily Elise Dotson. Deja, okay. Demetria, okay. Deja Demetria Edwards. Jacqueline Farias. Ference. Michelle Bernice Ference Williams. Eva Marie Fortson. Talia? Okay. Talia Melissa Fox. Rayvon? Okay. Ashley Rayvon Fuller Brown. Deborah Denise Green. Dominique? Okay, that's cute. Oh. Dominique S. Green. Cashel? Okay. Cashel Annette Green. Taylor Renee Hampton. Okay. Jocelyn Estelle Hill. Okay. Janet Lucille Hogan. Ashley Isabel Huerta. LaShawn? LaShawn Carol Hunter. Asia. Okay. Asia Janae Johnson. Okay. Okay. Bijula Joy. Jacqueline Juan Maximo. Jennifer Lara Alvaredo. Ashley Nicole Liu. Sharonda Lachelle Lowry. Kaylee Lunsford. Eliud. Okay. Jose Elud Martinez Puente. Angela Marie McCollister. Jaylee. Okay. Jaylee Ray McDonald. Dominique Lachey Meeks. Mizele. Okay. Okay. Christelle M. Mizele. Bethany Nicole Montoya. Roshni Ashok Naik. Okay. Roshni Ashok Naik. Gabrielle Nassans. Harris T. Wynn. CB? Okay. Sibby Thomas Ninen. Valerie Orozco. Mariana Kimberly Orozco Lopez. Parker. Okay. Victoria Nicole Parker. Jose Gabriel Peña. Branisha Perkins. Chelsea Perry. T. Mi Trin Pham. Kelsey C. Pierce. Pinzer. Joanna Lily Pinzer. Yeah. Genesis Sarai Ramos. Alondra Rayo Vergara. Rastogi, okay. Rastogi. Okay. Gabrielle Whisper Rashtogi. Cynthia Lorraine Reyes. Larissa Reina. Lauren Clarice Rogers. Luis Gustavo Rios. Cyrene Rajwani. Okay. Cyrene Rajwani. Saina Maria Sabu. Okay. Saina Maria Sabu. Felicia Daniela Salinas. Elizabeth Marie Sanchez. Lucy Sanchez. Xavier Amir Sevilla. Okay. Xavier Amir Sevilla Dunlap. Nowicki. Okay. Elizabeth Nowicki. Surinderjeet. Okay. Surinderjeet Singh. Krishana. Okay. Krishana in Stevenson. Fanirita Sailacom. Okay. Fanirita Sailacom. Amy Teresa Thompson. Andrea? Okay. Andrea S. Tinsley. Toombs? Okay. Leah Knox Toombs. Naomi Estrada Torres. Ledesma. Mm-hmm. Jacqueline Ledesma Trevino. Osiris Urutia. Okay. Osiris Urutia. Vijayan. Okay. Vijayan. Okay. Jackson C. Vijayan. James Weeder. Arian. Okay. Arian Anissa Williams. Jaja. Okay. Jaja L. Williford. Joanne. Talisha. Okay. Talisha Joanne Seagraves. Sawi Zujani. Ajani. Sawi Zajani. Sawis Ajani. Clarissa Magdalena Zuniga. Aisha. These are the candidates for the Master of Healthcare Administration degree. Hannah H. Aisha. Tarim Amjad. Tarim Amjad. Arsi. Okay. Is it Angela or Angela? Angela Arsi. Fiona Braja, summa cum laude. Okay. I think so. Maricela Reina Camarena, summa cum laude. Stephanie Abigail Cates, summa cum laude. Bijou Luc Manteruil. Okay. Bijou Luc Manterutil, summa cum laude. Kayla Alexis Morales, magna cum laude. Sana Tuzani? Okay, Sana. Sana Tuzani. Yeah, I think so. Angelica Estela Zavala. Gifty Asar? Okay. Asari. Okay. These are the candidates receiving both the Master of Business Administration degree and Master of Healthcare Administration degree. Gloria Gifty Asari. Tara Davis. Okay. Summa cum laude. I said that already. Yeah. Isabella Felipe dos Guimareres, summa cum laude. Magna. Okay. Brianna Nicole Gutierrez, magna cum laude. Danfuang Huang. Okay. Danfuang Huang, magna cum laude. Fiola Khoja. Fiola Khoja. Okay. Sarah A. Ibrahim. Eden A. Casa, summa cum laude. Naima. Naima Peggy Lawson, summa cum laude. Ashna Pandya? Okay. Ashna Pandya. Summa, okay. Vinisha Hitesh Rama, okay. Vinisha Hitesh Rama, summa cum laude. Okay. Alcantara, okay. Monica Juliana Rodriguez Alcantara, magna cum laude. Salome Sheridan, magna. Okay. Salome P. Sheridan, magna cum laude. I don't know. Denisha Lachey? Okay. Denisha Lachey Thomas, magna cum laude. Vamsi Reddy Vemi Reddy? Vamsi Vemi Reddy. Okay. Vamsi Vemi Reddy, magna cum laude. Elena Debaidad. Okay. These are the candidates for the Master of Science in Accountancy degree. Elena Debaidad. Dionica. Okay. Michaela Dionica Harris. Brianna Marie Lopez. Rennie Kirsten Monday. Jemiah, okay. Jemiah Lachey Smith. Jaquel, okay. Jaquel Maxine Brown. Cameron? Okay. Cameron Jones. Are we done? Okay. There's no dot. Yeah.
Graduates, let me be the first to congratulate you and welcome you as an alumni into the network of TWU graduates. I am Wandalise Turner, and I serve as the Director of Development for the Jane Nelson Institute for Women's Leadership and a proud fellow TWU alumna. By earning our TWU degrees, we join more than 120,000 TWU graduates in Texas and beyond. On your chair today was a card containing a lapel pin for you to proudly wear so that your credentials can be recognized and you can start today to be an ambassador for TWU. We also hope you will post your graduation photos to social media and include the hashtag TWU Grad25. That's hashtag TWU Grad25, so that everyone in the TWU family can share in your achievement and excitement. Some of you have already participated in a TWU tradition by donating to the Senior Giving Challenge. You made your first gift to the university in an amount greater than or equal to your graduation year, $20.25. And you are wearing your maroon and gold honor cords today to show that designation. Already, over 257 members of the class of 2025 have contributed more than $5,170 to the university through this challenge. Again, congratulations to the class of 2025.
We now come, I love the enthusiasm. So we now come to the close of the ceremony, the final moments in your journey at Texas Women's University. We are proud that we have helped to prepare you to take on the unlimited opportunities that life will provide, and we hope that wherever you go and whatever you do, you will remember your TWU experience as a special time in your life and remain connected to the university. In a few minutes, when we conclude, the marshals will lead the platform party, the faculty, and the students from the arena, while TWU's commencement band plays Daughters of Texas, a special march composed by John Philip Sousa as a gift for the students at Texas Women's University in 1929. During this time, I ask the audience to please remain standing until all have left. Our graduates will process out the doors to my right and meet their family and friends on the lawn of Pioneer Hall or across Bell Avenue. Audience, you will exit Pioneer Hall through the doors at the back and meet your graduate outside. And now, I ask of you, your very first act as alumni of Texas Women's University, to rise together and sing to the Texas Women's University, found on page 6 of your digital commencement program. And audience, please stand with us as we sing, and congratulations, class of 2025.
To the Texas Women's University, forever to be true, for everything you stand for, maroon and white to you.
you.